It's Monday night, and we're coming to you live with an action-packed hour-long episode of Hold That Thought. It's the season finale, and we're going to crown a season champion here tonight. But we got some topics to discuss first, and it was a big weekend for Conor McGregor beating Eddie Alvarez in the second round of the UFC 205. But where does this win put Conor McGregor on the list of the all-time great fighters? And the Ithaca Bombers did not fare out well in the Cortica Jug, losing to the Red Dragons 28-16, finishing 5-5 on the year. So what does this team have in store for the future? And the Showtime Lakers, are they back? They're 6-5 right now, 8th in the Western Conference. But is this a team that we should look out for this season? We'll debate all that and more coming up right now on Hold That Thought. Of course, guys, definitely early in the season, but this team has shown a lot of bright spots, so should be interesting to see them going forward later in the year. But moving over into college football, if you tuned in the program last week, and why wouldn't you have? Come on, let's be honest. You know we discussed the Big Ten and how they were dominating the top 10. And they still are, but a basketball conference is looking to make a name for themselves in football in the ACC. Louisville at number 3 in the latest rankings, and Clemson coming in at 5. Now in relation to the Big Ten, they're still behind the likes of Ohio State and Michigan, but Louisville is led by Heisman candidate Lamar Jackson, and we haven't even seen the best of Deshaun Watson yet for Clemson. Cal Demowski, which of these ACC teams do you think will be in the playoff at the end of the season, if any? Welcome back in to Hold That Thought. It was an action-packed sports weekend. There was plenty to talk about off the field, especially in the octagon. Conor McGregor just did what McGregor does, and that's win. In the meantime, he barely broke a sweat against Eddie Alvarez, ultimately ending in a knockout in the second round. Griffin, where do you think this win puts McGregor on the list of the all-time greats? Freezing temperatures on the outside of the South Hill of Ithaca, New York, but things are getting heated up in Ben Light Gymnasium today on a special Valentine's edition of Bombers Live. First of all, happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there, and of course all the single people out there, happy Saturday. I'm Matt Rahemba, and alongside me is Steve Altieri, and of course we have the Ithaca Bombers women's basketball team and the Stevens Institute of Technology, two teams fighting for a top spot in the Empire 8.
Running around.
Yeah, we saw Tyler Johnson. That one play looked like he was about to fumble. Gets it right on the tip of his hands. He's a very nonchalant type of quarterback, but that's the kind of guy that you want really leading your team. But he has gotten himself into situations where he scrambled a little bit more than he's needed to. He's got to rely on that offensive line. Obviously, it's a tough task for them going up against this Ithaca defensive line, but he's really got to rely on his offensive line a little bit more if they're going to want to go out and really come back and win this game, guys.
Month-long hiatus. It'll take some time to get into it, but we're all ready. And guys, although we've been gone for some time, the Bombers have been working. However, things haven't been going their way as you would have liked as of late. Our last broadcast, the Bombers won 38-18 against Alfred, but it's really been a downhill spiral for them this past month, really. What's really been the biggest issue for the Bombers? And as we move over to the other side of the ball, talking some offense a little bit, a lot of them went the Bombers successful the past few seasons with Tom Dempsey leading the way, was their ability to incorporate the play-action pass and use it for their running backs gain. But we've seen the Bombers kind of shy away from it a bit this season. KJ, they have the weapons at running back. Is this the day we see them use that on offense a little bit more?
Yeah, you would hope.
The game plan's in, we know what we got to do. We just got to execute. It's just on a bigger stage now.
Plenty of time on the play clock. 5 seconds left. It's a low snap, and it hits the ground. Hinton picks it up. Now rolling left. Still rolling left. He throws it for Mannix. Mannix is open in the end zone. Touchdown, Cortland, as the clock expires. A broken play.
And there's nothing more than winning those jugs back, bringing them back to South Hill. These seniors want.
The game like this, you just got to throw the records away. There's nothing to it. Records got nothing to do with it. This is a game that, especially for seniors involved in the game, it's just you're playing for this is your last time in the Cortica Jug.
I mean, every game's a huge adrenaline rush, but the Cortica Jug's unlike no other game. I mean, that's the craziest feeling ever. I mean, running out onto that field, especially here in Butterfield Stadium, fans are right on the sideline. It gets real loud, it gets real intense.
Before Dan Nealis and Mike Lopez made their commitments to play at rival colleges, they played together for the Mayapack Indians in high school, both serving as co-captains.
The past 4 years, I mean, once we both committed to myself to Cortland, Mike to Ithaca, we always joked around. I was saying, like, all right, I guess I can't be friends with you until 4 years from now. But, there's always constant, ribbing, trash talk in between. It's friendly trash talk, nothing serious.
Families are really close, really good friend of mine. Grew up together, we were captains together in high school football, and we just ended up going to separate schools, and now it comes down to senior year, and it's kind of put up or shut up. So we're buddies off the field, but once we step on there, it's going to be a battle.
I don't know how long, but a few weeks, my football career will be over, and same with the other seniors, and eventually everyone's career comes to an end. But that's the thing, these moments now, these little moments you got, the big moments even, like the Cortica Jug, those are the great memories you got in the future. So I'd really like to have a great memory like that to hang my hat on 20 years down the line.
Say pride. There's a lot of pride in this program. Tradition goes a long way. The alumni are here at just about every single game. I mean, you look up in the stands, you see your friends, your family. You have a sense of pride. You have a sense of urgency. You want to win. You want to win with this program.